Well, who you're going to call? In this case, it's Mondo, and the reason for that is because they're making 6-inch real Ghostbusters action figures. Now, this is a bit of a big deal, so I wanted to talk about it. So welcome back to TAKTAK Toys. It's a bit different, a different kind of video. Normally, I kind of do all my action figure news all together, but I thought this was so interesting. Let's kind of talk about it in one go, and this video is not for kids. So as you can see here, this is a digital render, which apparently comes from a Mondo employee of real Ghostbusters figures, which led to them actually considering making them. Now they're being made in 1/12 scale, which is again quite unusual for Mondo. So Mondo, if you need a bit of background information on Mondo, they're a company that's owned by Funko. They usually make 1/6 scale, so 12-inch figures. A couple of lines that they've done are things like Master of the Universe, X-Men the animated series, but here they're doing Ghostbusters, and obviously these are based on the cartoon from the 1980s, the real Ghostbusters, and they could look as good as this. The price of the figures in 1/6 scale or 12-inch scale is £250, $250, because they're chock full of accessories, and they're kind of like the sort of high-end representation of the character. So people are wondering really what kind of price tag these kind of figures are going to have. I mean, they're 2-packs, so presumably they're going to be like a Ghostbuster and a Ghost in a 2-pack, so plenty to sort of speculate on there. And again, welcome back to TAKTAK Toys, your home of action figure content. So in this case, we're talking Mondo Real Ghostbusters, and let's have a look at some Mondo figures that are done in 1/6 scale. So this is obviously Rogue from the X-Men animated series and Sabretooth. Now you can see these are done like with cell shading, and they do look like they just jumped straight out of the animated series. Here we've got Master of the Universe, this is Man at Arms, and here we've got Skeletor and Trapjaw, and these are all 12-inch figures, and they look absolutely dynamic, and they're chock full of accessories, like I say. Again, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button. Feel free to comment and subscribe. Here's another digital render of kind of the alternative outfits. I remember having this one as a kid. So are you excited for real Ghostbusters from Mondo in 1/12 scale? We're apparently going to see these at San Diego Comic-Con 2024. But the hype is already sort of building for these, and people are talking about them. I did mention these in a previous Flicks and Fig video, but I didn't really go into it in too much detail, and I kind of wanted to go into it in more detail here. So that's what I'm doing in essence. Again, we don't really know much. I mean, here's a digital render of a Ghost. So we could get sort of all the kind of ghosts that maybe you remember from your childhood. Here's the information that was in my initial video, saying they're going to be 2-packs and 6.5-inch scale, and that they'll be shown at SDCC 2024. If you do like film and TV, feel free to check out filmandtvreview.com, and of course you can check out my video on the Vamp, the G.I. Joe classified Vamp, which has gone up on my channel. So Hasbro, of course, have done Ghostbusters. They've done the film-based Ghostbusters in their Plasma series. They were a bit of a smaller scale. They weren't exactly 6-inch. They were kind of 5.5-inch, and they didn't really do too much with the line. They did the initial film. I think they did the second film, and that was it. I don't know if it was licensing in terms of they didn't do any real Ghostbusters, but it was a real missed opportunity. And obviously the Hasbro Plasma series have moved into kind of props and that kind of thing. Talking to Hasbro, for all the latest Marvel Legends news, reviews and live streams, you can check out Dan Who Reviews, including Joe's and Juice with Dan, Tom Mini Plastic Multiverse, and myself talking all the latest G.I. Joe classified news. For action figure reviews in the UK, you can check out Jay's Toy Collection UK. I know Jay is a big Mondo collector, and he'll be keeping an eye on those 1/12 scale Ghostbusters. And of course you can check out Justin Collects as well, so feel free to check out his YouTube channel. He's done a recent review on Legends of the White Dragon from Valaverse. You can of course check out Miguel and the Wolfpack Toy Review. Feel free to check out Austin, the Hero Collectors, and you can of course check out Trevor, the 1/6 shooter. Now he obviously deals with 12-inch figures, but for all things Mythic Legions and Cosmic Legions, Trevor's your man. And feel free, if you want to check out some action figure reviews in Ireland, check out Brian's action figure reviews. And of course, links to all these YouTube channels will be in the comments below. You can of course check out Elson Official Music for covers of pop music, and also music of his own sort of creation and design. Feel free to check out Cypher Sigma for film reviews and action figure pickups. And you can of course check out Toy Pics. So yeah, Photo Dave, who does kind of action figure toy photography tips and tricks. So feel free to check out his YouTube channel. You can check out Dante and the Infinity Equation for action figure chat and pop culture discussion. And of course, Big Will, Pixels and Plastic. He does a lot of wrestling videos, sort of, you know, with the Who crew. So feel free to check him out. You can of course check out Why So Serious Toys. and the 3POA podcast, of course, with action figure chat and pop culture discussion. We're doing a bit of action figure chat here, of course, aren't we? Over these Mondo Real Ghostbusters. Feel free to check out AC Toy Design, and of course, Robo Don't Know with all his action figure news in the Weekly Rewind. He does a much more professional job than me, and Agent Z-Man with his YouTube channel as well. So, yeah. So here's Mondo Trapjaw, an image of Mondo Trapjaw again. As you can see, this goes for a more modern aesthetic, kind of real world, that kind of thing. For great places to purchase and pre-order action figures, you can check out Blue Isle Collectibles, and feel free to use my affiliate link in the comments below. You can check out Comics and Cocktails. Now, Comics and Cocktails are a company in the UK that do stock Mondo. They do stock a lot of Mondo 1/6 scale figures. You can check out Invincible Toys on Big Bad Toy Store, a link to their futuristic combat soldiers for pre-order, and soon Fist. You can check out the whole shebang, and feel free to check out Valiverse.com for all your Action Force needs, and of course Legend of the White Dragon, which Justin Collects did do a review on, so feel free to check them out. Now, another stockist of Mondo in the UK is TAKTAK Toys, so you could check them out. And feel free to check out Star Action Figures, and you can of course check out all the cool stuff. And again, like I say, links to all these UK and US based independents will be in the comments below. You can check out Gobsmack Comics, Props and Replicas as well. Props and Replicas might stock Mondo, I'd need to check, but they may stock them. And of course In Demand Toys. And yeah, that's all the sort of independent action figure retailers in the UK and US. Now, Funko did do action figures. They did a legacy collection. At the height of the popularity of Game of Thrones, they did these Game of Thrones 6-inch figures. They did a Rocketeer figure as well, just the main character from the Rocketeer. They also did Firefly, so the Joss Whedon series that had that film as well. It wasn't called Firefly, it had another name, Serenity. So they did this row of characters. I had quite a few of these. I think I had the Rocketeer as well in the Game of Thrones. I had some of the Game of Thrones ones, and then they did Fallout. And this was kind of where this series was kind of tailing off. But these weren't the best, these Funko figures. They were sort of going into 6-inch, but they weren't really... they didn't really do too well, but there's real potential for these Mondo's Real Ghostbusters, and who knows what the properties it could lead to. So many thanks for watching. As always, you make these videos possible. Let me know in the comments below what you're excited to see in Mondo, if they do branch into 1/12 scale more, and I'll see you on the next one.